Everything I thought I knew. Grew up in NY, had a crew or two. Yep. I keep my head low, that's what I do. And I'm minding mine, but I'm minding you. And in my heart, I can hear you talking. Right. Keeping these laws, I'm no longer sparking. Not at all. I'm teaching men that they gotta hawking. In the gates and the men we walking. And friends down on the Sabbath days. Yahweh, Yahweh, get all the praise. And get your spirit right, we in the last days. So-called black man, better state your case.
We are the Israelites, man. We are the Israelites, man. We come out here week in, week out to wake up our people, man.
That's right.
So-called Americans, so-called Native Americans, right? So-called blacks, you so-called Hispanics, man, to come back to your true nationality, right? That's what we come out here to do, man. And we do it in sincerity, and we do it in truth, man, because we really love our people, man. Nobody else out here, man, is going to come out here and try to wake up our people, man. Because nobody cares about the so-called black man.
Right.
Nobody cares about the Hispanic man.
Nobody.
Right? They just letting us out here kill each other. They don't give a damn, man. They really don't care about our people, man.
Right.
So-called white men don't care about us.
Hell no.
Right? He just sitting in the back of his car just watching this man like we a whole damn spectacle, man.
Right.
It's crazy. Right? That's the stuff we gotta deal with, man. Right? But that's not who we are, man.
Right.
We're a nation, man. After the Most High, man. We literally had the name of the Most High God put on us, man.
Right.
We gotta come out here and be holy. We gotta teach our sisters to put on some clothes, man. Right? Our brothers to put on fringes, man. Keep the Sabbath day and the feast days, man. Hey, man, we in the feast of unleavened bread, man. It's
Right.
right? All praise to the Most High for another feast, people, man.
Right.
It's mighty, man. Bashima Mashiach Yahushua, man. Right, bring us out, King.
Book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 2, verse 17.
Bring it out.
For we are not as many.
What Lord say?
For we are not as many.
We are what?
For we are not as many.
Hey, man, we not like the Christian pastors, man. We not like them, man. Right? We gonna go precept upon precept, man. Right? Are we gonna give you what thus saith Yahweh, man? Right out the Bible, we gonna break it down so you can understand, man, and give the sense. So you can understand, man. And if you got questions, man, most side willing, man, we got all the answers for you. Right, read.
Which corrupt the word of Yahweh.
Which what?
Which corrupt the word of Yahweh.
Man, woe to those pastors, man, who corrupting the words of the Most High, man.
Right.
Who telling you, man, that the Lord's holy day is now on Sunday.
Right.
Right? That you can eat all the pork you want, man. Right? You can't, man.
That's right.
You read the book of Leviticus, man, he plainly says don't eat pork, man.
Right.
But then they gonna try to give you the, man, damn Baconator, man. It's crazy. Right? On everything they put bacon, man, on purpose. Why?
Right.
To keep the Israelites in sin, man. That's the whole reason why they do that, man.
Wickedness.
It's wickedness, man. Read, King.
But as of sincerity.
As of what?
But as of sincerity.
Hey, man, we come out here in sincerity, man. We really love our people.
That's right.
Right.
We don't give a damn about the heathens, man. We don't give a damn about Edomites, man.
Right.
The damn Moabites, man. Right? The Ammonites, man. The Girgasites, all these damn freaking Hamites. We don't care, man.
Nope.
We care about the Israelites, man.
Right.
We care about the 12 tribes of Jacob,
12
man.
tribes.
That's what we care about, man. Right? Read.
But as of Yahweh.
Right?
In the sight of Yahweh. Speak we in the Mashiach.
Right, and we speak in Hamashiach, man. Right, let me get the book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 11. Right? Let me get 1 Corinthians, chapter 15, verse 34.
Book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 11. And that, knowing the time.
And what?
And that, knowing the time.
Hey, man, you gotta know what time it is, man. What time is it, man? What time are we living in, man? Right? The Lord has a time and a place for everything, man. Right? There's a time for Edomites to go into slavery.
Right.
There's a time, man, for us to go into captivity, which we did. There's a time for us to wake up, man.
Right.
And this is that time, man. We living in the last days, man.
Right now.
Uriel told Ezra, man, 10 parts have passed, man. And there's 2 parts left, man. There's 2 parts left. And that was 4,000 years ago, man.
Right.
So how much time is left now? You see the wars, right? You see the wars that are going on.
Right.
You see Ukraine over there fighting Russia, man. Right? You see Israel at war with Iran, right? You see North Korea getting ready to drop some bombs in a minute. You got China, man, out here getting ready to go in, right? You got all these things going on, man, and you sleep. Keep reading, Kate.
That now it is.
Now what?
That now it is.
Read.
High time.
What time is it?
High time.
What time is it?
High time.
Fall asleep. High time. Right? It's high time, man. Now it's high time. It's time to wake the hell up, man. It's time to come out of the slumber that you in,
Straight up, man.
right? Come back to righteousness in the Most High God, man.
Back.
To awake out of sleep.
To do what?
To awake out of sleep.
Hey, man, y'all are knocked out, man. Literally dead bodies walking around like zombies.
Right.
Y'all don't know what righteousness is. You don't even know who you are.
Right.
And your enemies know who you are.
Right.
And they making trillions and billions of dollars off of you, man.
Right.
Trillions and billions while you stay asleep, man.
Bring it out.
Literally. You have no clue who you are, man. Read.
For now is our salvation nearer.
For what?
For now is our salvation nearer.
Hey, man, we getting close, man. Salvation is on the horizon, man.
Right.
Brothers can see it, man. They having dreams about it, man. They having dreams about getting beamed up, man. About what Jacob's trouble's about to look like, man. I had conversations with brothers. They had dreams about other brothers, man.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So now that it's the time, man, he's multiplying visions, man. It's gonna come to pass, man. Brothers, it's time to wake up. It's time to understand what time you in, man.
Right.
And hey, don't get caught up, man, with the stuff that's going around in your house. Don't get caught up with the things that are going on at the job. Don't get caught up with the things that you're plagued with in your mind. Keep your eyes focused on your house.
Right.
You gotta keep your eyes focused on the Lord, man.
Right.
And go 10 times harder when you feel the Satan on your back, man.
Talk to him.
Read.
Then when we believe.
Then what?
Then when we believe.
Then when you first believe, man. Every day, man, we getting closer, man. And we don't know when he's coming back.
Nope.
He's coming like a thief.
Right.
You don't know when the thief is coming, man. You don't know when a man coming to rob your crib, man.
No.
You ain't know he was waiting around the block 4 weekends in a row, standing there waiting to see what your schedule looks like, man.
His nose at.
You got no idea. You have none.
That's right.
And your Hawashai don't even know when he coming back, man.
Bring
He
it
looking
out.
at the father while he's sharpening the sickle, man.
Right.
He literally standing, hey, is it time yet? Is it time? Hey, man, he said he's leaping down like a mighty man of war.
Right.
You better be ready for when he get ready to leap, man.
Right.
You don't want to get caught sleeping out here, man. Right? Read. I sit on that, bring this out.
1 Corinthians chapter 15 verse 34.
Bring it out.
Awake to righteousness.
And what?
Awake to righteousness.
The Lord say,
Awake to righteousness.
hey, man, you got to wake up to righteousness.
Right.
You got to wake up to these laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God.
Right.
That's what you got to wake up to,
right.
man. Not to sin, right? Not to the booty you just slept with last night and you gonna let her go off and do whatever else you want, right? The booty call that you just had, man.
Bring it out.
That's not what you're supposed to be waking up to, man.
Right.
Wake up to these scriptures, man.
Right.
Wake up and pray, man. Wake up and fast, man.
Right.
These are the things you're supposed to be doing, man. Building up your spirit, man, in these last days. Right? Read.
And sin not.
And do what?
And sin not.
The Lord say,
And sin not.
And sin not, man. He's coming to prove, brothers, to see whether or not you're going to do it. Let me get Exodus 20 and 20 real quick, brothers. Right? Exodus 20 and 20.
Book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 20.
Bring it out.
And Moses said unto the people,
Right?
fear not.
The Lord say,
Fear not.
What'd he say?
Fear not.
Fear what?
Fear not.
Fear not, man. Read.
For Yahweh
Right?
is come to prove you.
Come to what?
Is come to prove you.
Nah, he's going to do what you want.
Is come to prove
He's
you.
not going to test you.
Is come to prove
He's
you.
coming to prove you, man. To prove if you're going to what, man? Read.
And that his fear may be before your faces.
Right?
That ye sin not.
That you do what?
That ye sin not.
That's why you gotta wake to righteousness, man.
Bring it
Yahweh
out.
is literally coming to prove you, to make sure that you don't sin. Hey, sister, you got 2 minutes to hear the word of the Most High God?
Got a minute, sis?
You got a minute to hear the word of the Most High? Right? Kind, all praise. Right? So check it out, man. Right? Keep going, King. Right? So that you sin not, man. Right?
Good.
Let me get the book, right, real quick, of 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 7. Right? Let me get 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 from the top. Shalom. Right? 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 from the top. And yeah, 1 Peter. Bring it up. Yeah, you go. 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 7.
Book of 1 Peter, chapter 4, verse 7.
out.
But the end of all things is at hand.
What the Lord say?
But the end of all things is at
Hey
hand.
man, the end of all things is at hand. We're literally right there on the cusp where the Most High is about to come back and get his people. Don't you want to be a part of that number?
That's right.
Don't you want to get beamed up in the chariots? Right. Don't you want to escape the destruction, man?
Right.
If you want to do these things, man, you better be keeping these commandments.
That's right.
You got to wake up to righteousness. You got to get rid of this worldly mindset that you have. Because the world going to rock you back to sleep, man. Right. They going to let you stay knocked out, not give a damn, go back and be a nigga. Go back to smoking weed. Right. Go back to whoring out your sisters. Right? Go back to what? 9 to 5, not giving a damn about your brothers and hating them in your heart. Right? These are all, go back to stop keeping the Sabbath day and no fringes on, man. Next thing you know, you're gonna start waxing worse and worse and worse, man.
Right.
And then you're gonna be sinning on the Sabbath day, man.
Madness.
And it's madness for real. That's why you gotta wake up to righteousness. Right. That's why you gotta come back to the Most High God, man. And sin not. That's why he's coming to prove you. Right. All these vices that you see, man, is the proving ground. You gotta go through the furnace of adversity. You have to. Right, real quick, let me get Sirach chapter 2 and verse 5, and then Wisdom of Solomon chapter 3 and verse 6. Buck show.
Book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 5.
Yeah.
For gold is tried in the fire.
The Lord say,
for gold is tried in the fire.
You gotta go through the fire, man. Right. And the fire is what, man? Everyday adversity.
Right.
Every single day, man. It's not gonna, just because you go to sleep today and you had a great day, you wake up tomorrow, it's all good. No, it's not.
Nope. Going on, brother.
You gotta literally renew your mind again. Every single day, the Lord is since age. He's gonna be consistent. Are you gonna be consistent, man? That's the one thing you gotta do, man. Stay consistent in His truth, man. You can't slack off. And if you do, call a brother, man. That's what we're here for. Right? Keep going, King.
An acceptable man in the furnace of adversity.
He said acceptable men. If you don't want to be accepted, man, don't go through the fire. Go back into the world where it's easy. Where you can just be a nigga and do whatever the hell you want. Right? Because then it's easy. And the Most High, just know the Most High is not going to accept you though. Right. He's not going to, you don't call on him because he's not going to be there for you. Right. At all. Because you literally chose the easy way. Who cares about the easy way, man? Remember John brought it out last week, man. That's you playing Madden on easy, man. On rookie. Even say you got 15,000 yards, man, passing yards in the season. You got 200 touchdowns, man. You got your players on 99. It's easy, man. That's not hard. There was no challenge. The Most High don't care about that, man, at all. He wants you to have to get proven. Abraham got proven. Isaac got proven. Jacob, Nehemiah, all our righteous forefathers. Hey, Yahweh died on a cross, man. And you think you okay to escape what? By the skin of your teeth and not do nothing? No, man, that's not how it's gonna go down.
Bring it out.
Right?
Believe in Him.
What?
Believe in Him.
Do what?
Believe in Him.
Believe in Yahweh Shai.
Right.
Because He gonna get you through. He called you, right? He called you to the truth for a purpose. And you gotta continue to believe in Him just like when you first found out you was an Israelite, man.
Right.
And you ran to put your fringes on.
Facts.
Right? You ran to keep the Sabbath day. Right? All these things you went and did because what? You believed.
Right.
You knew who you were. Hey, man, this is true. I fit these curses, man. My people went into slavery, man. They got sold, and they were calling them by people by another name, man.
Right.
I had an evil eye towards my brothers, man. Right? They was whoring out their sisters, man. I had yokes of iron on my neck, man.
Facts.
All these things happen to all people.
Right.
And then as you start to be in this truth, you start to get more lax, man. You start to get more complacent, man. Don't be complacent, man. Keep that fire burning, man. You gotta keep, hey, let me get Leviticus chapter 6 and verse 13, Buck Show.
Yeah. Book of Leviticus. Chapter 6 and verse 13.
Yeah.
The fire.
The what?
The fire.
The who?
The fire.
The Lord say?
The fire.
The fire. Read.
Shall ever be burning.
Shall what?
Shall ever be burning.
What it's gotta do?
Shall ever be burning.
Hey, man, if I got a lamp, that fire and that oil gotta stay lit, man. It gotta stay lit, man. Because if it ain't lit and it go out, hey, man, that's it for you, bro.
Right.
That's it. Kiss salvation goodbye, right? The chariot's not gonna come get you because you fell back in the world, man. You denied the Holy Spirit. Right. Don't be that brother, man.
Right.
Don't be that brother, man. Go back to where you was at. It's all right. Finish that out and then go back over to first one. Right, you got some extra word? Yeah.
Right. What's going on, brother? Brother, you got to finish the word? I'll show you my boy.
Yeah, you finish it. Yeah, got it. Nah, that's it. Bring this out, King.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3 and verse 6.
Right.
As gold in the furnace.
As what?
As gold in the furnace.
As gold in the furnace. Right? So when you, hey man, I don't know if you ever know about the process of how to make gold, man. Right? To purify gold, you gotta put it in fire.
Right.
You have to get it purified. Otherwise, it's not pure. You think anything that's the, hey, how y'all doing? Y'all got a couple minutes, man? You understand who you are, King?
Yeah, I got my knowledge yourself. I'm good.
You got knowledge yourself? You're good?
Definitely. I know where I'm at. Puerto Rico right there.
Puerto Rico?
Yeah.
So hold up. You ever found Puerto Rico in the Bible?
Have I ever?
Yeah. You ever seen that word Puerto Rican in the Bible? Right. So who did Bible? Most of our God is not talking to Puerto Rico. Right? From Genesis all the way to Revelation, who's he talking to? Who's us?
Israelite.
So you know you're an Israelite?
Of course, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Right. So what is today, King?
What's today? Guess what?
What's today?
Today is Saturday.
Right. Today is Saturday. Let me get Exodus.
That's a Greek day.
Let me get Exodus chapter 20. Right, because I got to show you. If you know that you are Israelite, right? Let me get Deuteronomy 10 and 12. Right, if you know you're an Israelite, this requirements, King, that you got to keep. And you have that's your daughter.
Yes, sir.
Right. So there's certain things you got to teach her too, man. Right. In order for us to do what? Then get rid of sin out of our nation. Right. You are my brother, and if I let you walk with the block, man, I'm suffering sin upon you. Right. I can't do that. I got to show you, bro, that what you're doing right now is not right. You see all these mighty brothers out here? Right. We congregate together for a reason. Right. Come over here, King. My name's Brother Jonathan. Yeah, tell her to come back over here, right? Bring this out, King.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, verse 12.
Right?
And now Israel.
And now what?
And now Israel.
So you know you're an Israelite. Right? So check this out.
What doeth the Lord thy God require of thee?
What does the Lord require of us? Right? So there's certain things that the Lord requires of the Israelites, especially the men. Right? Because you got to leave your house. Right? Their whole salvation is predicated on you teaching them the right ways.
Right.
So I got it. And you have to do that. Right? As a man. Right?
Trying to do that.
Right. But you got to try though. You see what I'm saying?
I'm striving to do that.
Right. Read it.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
Right.
To walk in all his ways.
In some of his ways.
Walk in all his ways.
Just 10 of his ways.
Walk in all his ways.
You gotta walk in all his ways, right? Read.
And to love him.
And to what?
And to love him.
And we gotta love him. You know what the love of the Most High God is? You know how to love him?
Love thyself.
Love yourself. That's what the Bible says. Right? Let me get 1 John 5 and 3, and let me get Matthew 15 and 24.
1 John. I got 1 John.
Bring it out.
Book of 1 John. Book of 1 John, chapter 5, verse 3.
Bring it out.
For this is the love of God.
This is how you show the Most High God that you love him, right?
That we keep his commandments.
That we what?
That we keep his commandments.
How many men out here?
That we keep his commandments.
That we keep his commandments. And what?
And his commandments are not grievous.
They're not hard. Right? It's not hard to do. Right? So today is what we would call the Sabbath day. Right? 15:24. Right? This is the Sabbath day. So as an Israelite, you gotta keep the Sabbath. And you gotta have your daughter keeping the Sabbath. Right? So bring this out, King.
Book of Matthew, chapter 15 and verse 24.
Bring it out.
But he answered and said,
Right?
I am not sent but into the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Right, so the Most High God sent his son Yahushua, right, for the Israelites, so that we can have mercy and grace when we don't know the commandments, but then we can come back and do what? Right? Keep the commandments, right? Let me get Matthew 15 and 14, 14, 15, select 14, 15.
John.
Okay. Book of John, chapter 14 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
If you love me, keep my commandments.
What did the Lord say?
If you love me, keep my commandments.
Right, we got to keep the commandments if we love the Most High God, right?
Right.
So, go back to Exodus, right? Because today's the Sabbath day, so you got to keep the Sabbath day. You know what I mean? Because it's a commandment for us, and you got to have your daughter keep the Sabbath. Right?
Book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the seventh day.
The Lord say?
Remember the Sabbath day.
Read.
To keep it holy.
To do what?
To keep it holy.
So that word holy is separate.
Right?
Right? So we gotta separate ourselves. Because you know what I'm saying, the so-called white man's gonna tell us what? He's gonna tell us that, hey man, the holy day is on the first day of the week.
That's right.
Right? And keep it on Sunday. But we know, hey, that's contradiction to what the Bible says. The Lord literally said he counts the days for you.
Facts.
Read.
Verse 9. 6 days.
What the Lord say?
6 days.
How many days?
6 days.
6 days we can do what?
Shall thy labor.
That's how we have to do our work, right? You know what I'm saying? But the what?
And do all thy work. But the seventh day.
But the who?
But the seventh day.
But the what?
But the seventh day.
But the seventh day. Right? So what is today?
7th day.
It's the seventh day.
Right.
So where we supposed to be at?
Rest up.
Rest up. Right? So
That's what I'm doing, man.
it's the Sabbath.
Baby, man.
Come, right? Read it. Let me get Zephaniah 2:1.
It's the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
Right?
In it thou shalt not do any work.
Right?
Thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter,
Right?
thy manservant,
Uh-huh.
nor thy maidservant,
Right?
nor thy cattle,
He said, nor thy daughter. Right? So you know what I'm saying? Resting on the Sabbath day, right? Read.
nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
Nor the stranger. Keep going.
Verse 11. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that them in, and rested the 7th day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the 7th day and hallowed it.
Right, so he hallowed the seventh day. He separated it for the Israelites, right? So that we can rest on the seventh day and keep it holy unto him, right? And that's our job. And that's one of the things we gotta do, right? Bring this out, King. Let me get number.
Appreciate you, man.
Book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1.
Right?
Gather yourselves together.
The Lord say,
Gather yourselves together.
do what?
Gather yourselves together.
Stay at home.
Gather yourselves together.
The Lord said on the Shabbat, it's a holy convocation. A convocation is a gathering. That's
right.
So the Lord said for the Israelites on the Sabbath day to gather together.
That's right.
So if you're going to be anywhere on the Sabbath day and not home resting, you should be gathering with your brothers.
That's right.
That's what you should be doing, right? You, your family, right? And they should be out here and listening to the word of Most High God and having a feast for the Lord.
That's right.
Right? Because that's holy. He said, where 2 or 3 are gathered in his name, there he's at in the midst. Right?
Brother, I get it.
You get it?
You know, when I say knowledge yourself, that's your brother. I stop by and give you respect.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right, yes. Let me get that right. So,
Oh, good.
read out.
Oh, love.
Okay, book on love. Right? But we showed you what love is. Love is keeping the commandments.
That's right.
Right?
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 64.
Bring it out.
Okay. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
The Lord what?
The Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
Right, so the Lord scattered the Israelites amongst all people. Right, read.
From one end of the earth, even unto the other.
So it don't matter where we at, man. We in Canada, Australia, we're in Europe and Asia, man. We in South America. Right, read.
And there thou shalt serve other gods.
We shall serve who?
Other gods.
Other gods.
We've been doing that.
Right?
Which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
So our fathers didn't know these guys that we would be serving over here in these places we got scattered to. Right? Read.
Even wood and stone.
Even what?
Even wood and stone.
What are the two top religions in the entire world? Christianity and Islam. So that wood represents the cross, which is literally Christianity.
Right.
That's an idol, because that's not representing the Most High God.
Right.
If somebody shot your daughter with an AK-47, you're not going to go around with an AK-47 on your neck. Exactly. So if they hung and crucified my Lord and my Savior Yahushua on a cross, I'm not putting it on.
That's right.
And the what?
And stone.
And the what?
And stone.
And the stone. Right? That's Islam. Because they bow down to what? Cobblestone. Amen. Right? So right. And this is prophesied in the Bible, kids. Right? So if I had to ask you, according to the Bible, what's your nationality?
Nationality?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Like I said, that's what the people think they named it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But, like you said, man, we are Israelite now.
Right. So if you were
Children of
Israelite.
Israel.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So you got to get rid of Islam. You got to drop that. Because you got to come back to the commandments of the Most High God. Let me get Psalms 111 and 10.
You know?
What is, let me get Psalms 40 and 8. He said the will of God. What is the will of God?
Like you said, the commandments.
Right.
The commandments.
Bring us out.
We all striving to do that. We all striving to do that, whether you're Christian, whether you're Muslim. We all striving
Nah,
to do that.
Muslims ain't trying to keep the commandments.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to do that. I said striving to do that. I ain't perfect, man.
Let me get Numbers
I ain't
15,
perfect. Ain't none of us here perfect. We all striving. We're all striving. We all striving.
The book of Psalms, chapter 40, verse 8.
Bring it out.
I delight to do thy will.
What the Lord said?
I delight to do thy will.
What did David say?
I delight to do thy will.
Delight.
Oh my God.
Oh my what?
Oh my God.
Right?
Yeah. Thy law is within my heart.
Thy what?
My law is within thine heart.
There's the striving piece to that.
Right. So check this out. 'Cause you said you're trying to keep the commandments, right? Let me show you a commandment that you can keep right now that would please the Most High God. Right? Bring out Numbers 15:38.
Book of Numbers, chapter 15, verse 38.
Right? This is the will. He said, I delight to do thy will, O God. Thy law is within my heart, right? This is a law that should be in your heart that you should keep if you love the Lord. Right? Bring this out.
Speak unto the children of Israel.
Speak to who?
Speak unto the children of Israel.
You're a child of Israel.
Facts.
Right? So you
never
know
deny
that.
that.
Right. So
Never deny that.
when this commandment comes out, since you're an Israelite, I got to take you at your word as a man. Right? You say you want to keep the commandments. You say you love the Lord.
Try to keep it.
Will you keep this commandment?
Try to keep it, man.
Will you keep this commandment? Okay, let's go. You said it. You said you're going to keep it. I'm going to hold you to it. Read this.
And bid them.
And what?
And bid them that they make them fringes.
Make them what?
Make them fringes.
See in the bottom of all these brothers, man?
Yeah.
They got these on the bottom of their garments, right? And their shirts. These are fringes. This is a commandment for the Israelites. He said, tell the Israelites to put fringes where?
In the borders of their garments.
In the border of their garments, right? Keep going.
Throughout their generation.
For how long?
Throughout their generation.
Aren't we still out here generating, making babies? Right. We are. So he said, hey, as long as you're out here generating and you making babies, you gotta literally, as an Israelite, right, from the tribe of Ephraim, you gotta put on these fringes.
Right.
Right, read.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
Hey, what?
A ribbon of blue.
So all these, right, he got the white fringes on. Right, brother over here got the silver fringes. I got the brown fringes. He got gold fringes. So, you know what I'm saying? We get fly, right? Israel's fly, right? No doubt, right? But hey, but all of us listen to the commandment to the most minute detail. He said put blue border on the border. He put a blue ribbon on the border of the garment. So every brother's got a blue ribbon on, right? That's because we're trying to keep the commandments to show the Most High that we love Him.
Right.
Right, read.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments.
Some of the commandments.
All the commandments.
10 of the commandments.
All the commandments.
So the point is to remember all the commandments, right? Because if a brother was going to go in and try to grab some pork, right? He looked down at his fringe and said, oh, I can't do that. Right, it's a reminder. So you got to put fringes on. You going to put some fringes on, King? If we tell you where to get them?
I mean, I'm from North, man.
That don't mean nothing. You got Amazon? You got Amazon? Everybody got Amazon. You can order some off of Amazon.
Right.
And sew them on the bottom of your shirts to show the Lord that you love Him. Right? That's how you prove to the Lord that you love Him, because you're keeping that commandment. Right? Read. Finish that out. Can we get you a flight? Get you a flight.
I do it all the time up north, man.
Okay.
I said it's nothing new, man. I talk to the brothers all the time.
Okay.
And then he can New York, man.
What you got? All right. I'm from New York too, man. You know what I'm saying?
Love y'all, man.
Island.
In Puerto Rico, get parade tomorrow, man. Stand up over there,
It's a
man.
feast day, bro. You know what I'm saying?
They love to hear this, man.
Right.
We need to hear this.
Yeah, God.
You know?
Right?
All right, man.
All right,
man.
Keep going.
Be blessed.
God. Yeah. It's a rat. Wisdom Time 36. Yeah. Let me get first Peter 4:7. Right. Hey, man. Right. Our brothers, man, and our sisters, man. Sometimes, man, they come out here, man, and they know that they're Israelites, man. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes that shame hits them, man. Right? Because they walk by a camp, you know, in the spirit of how you stop a brother, and he know who he is, and the truth starts to come out, man. He knows he's an Israelite. He probably know he shouldn't be out on the Shabbat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, sometimes we gotta rebuke. We have to rebuke. Have to rebuke, right? All brothers, man. Right? Let me get Leviticus 19 and 17 real quick. Right? Because we have to do this, man, for the edification purpose. We can't suffer sin upon our brothers, man. Nope. We can't suffer sin upon our nation, man. Right? That's literally what got us into the state that we in now. That's literally why we in captivity, man.
Right.
Right? Bring it up.
Book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 17.
Bring it out.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Now what?
Thy brother in thine heart.
Right? Hey, you can't hate your brother, man. And not correcting your brothers as they go by, man, that's hate, man.
Right.
That's not love.
Bring it out.
At all. Right? Read.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
Do what?
Rebuke thy
The
neighbor.
Lord say?
Rebuke thy neighbor.
Hey, man, we got to rebuke our neighbors, man. And our neighbors are our brothers who are on this sign over here, man. The 12 tribes of Israel, man. And that brother being from Ephraim, man, he knows where he's from, man. We got to rebuke him, man.
Right.
That's real love, man. That's real correction, man. He ain't knew he was an Israelite. Knew he was an Israelite. Knew it was the Sabbath day, right? Claiming Islam. It's madness, man. It's madness.
Brother, you got 2 minutes?
Knew he was
we are, my boy.
and said he was claiming
Say what?
Islam. Tissue paper, man. That's what Islam is. Tissue paper.
Facts.
Wipe it with your butt, man, and throw it in the garbage, because it's trash.
Trash.
Right? Literally. That's what it is, man. Read.
And not suffer sin upon him.
Right, and we're not supposed to suffer sin upon our brothers, man. Right, that was just for edification for brothers who are sisters who are watching, man.
Fact.
So that they know you have to rebuke your brothers, man, and your moms, and your sister, right, and the person at your job, and the people walking by. You gotta do it, man.
Right.
If the Most High put it on your spirit, you gotta tell them, man.
Got to.
If you don't, that blood is on your hands.
Right.
Don't let the blood be on your hands, man. Because then now they know. Now they know. Now it's between them and the Most High whether or not they want to keep the commandments. But you were the mouthpiece and told them what thus saith Yahweh. Right? Bring this out, King.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3 and verse 6. Bring it up. As gold in the furnace.
As what?
As gold in the furnace.
Hey, man, as gold in the furnace, man. Read.
Has he tried them?
Has he what?
Has he tried them?
Hey, he gonna try you, man. He gonna prove you, man. He's gonna prove you every single day.
Right.
Every minute of your life, man. Either until he takes you out of this world and lets you have a whole chamber in the third heaven waiting for him, right? Or the chariots fly, man.
Right.
That's it. But up until that point, man, you gotta keep what? Enduring, man. You have to endure until the end.
Right.
That's it.
That's it.
Literally, that's it, man. Right? Keep going, kid.
And receive them as a burnt offering.
As a what?
As a burnt offering.
As a who?
As a burnt
Hey,
offering.
he gonna receive you as a burnt offering, man. That sweet smelling savior that the Lord loves, man.
Right.
That's the burnt offering, man. You putting down the things that you used to like, man, for the Most High.
Right.
That's the sweet savor, man. You say, you know what, I'm not gonna cut the TV on, I'm not gonna scroll on IG or Twitter or whatever for 14 hours. No, I'm gonna pick up my Bible and read.
Right.
I'm gonna go pray, man. I'm gonna go call a brother and check on him, man. I'm gonna go sew some fringes on, man. But not just for me, maybe for a brother I meet that wants to start keeping the commandments, man.
Right.
All these things because your mind is fixated on the Most High God and how you can be charitable to your nation and your people. Those are the things that you need to be fixed on, man. Right? Not being idle, man, and surfeiting in this world. Because the longer you do that, man, you're gonna wax worse and worse. You're gonna wax worse and worse, man. And that's not gonna be the sweet smelling savor that the Most High God wants to hear, man.
Right.
And he's not trying to smell that at all.
Right.
That's gonna be stink, man. And we're all gonna turn his nose away, man, like he fought it, man. For real. And it smell nasty. You see what I'm saying? Right, bring this out, King.
Book of 1 Peter, chapter 4, verse 17.
Bring it out.
For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh.
At the what?
At the house of Yahweh.
5 and 7. 4 and 17.
And if it first begin at us,
Wait, read it from the top again, select.
for the time is come.
For the what?
For the time is come.
Hey, it's time now, man. It's high time to awake out of sleep, and judgment is gonna start with Israel.
Right.
That's literally where the judgment is at, man. It's coming here. He's testing and proving his people first, man. You already know what the heathens is doing. You don't even care about them, man. They all bastards anyway. Read.
That judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh.
At the what?
At the house of Yahweh.
Read.
And if it first begin at us,
Right? If it first is gonna happen here, read.
what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh?
Right. What's gonna happen to them who don't believe, man?
Right.
They gonna get destroyed.
Right.
So you gotta focus on you, man, and your soul salvation, man.
Right.
How can I get better, man? How can I grow, man? How can I wax stronger and stronger and strengthen my hands in the Lord, and instead of whacking weaker and weaker, man, and falling back into the world, and not being this golden and sweet smelling savior that the Most High God wants to hear, man,
Right.
and the one that He wants to smell, man. Right? How do you do that, man? You gotta put your armor on. You gotta put your armor of the Most High God on every single day. Right? Let me get 1 Peter 4 and 7. It's like
1 Peter chapter 4, verse 7. No, but the end of all things is at hand.
is what?
Is at hand.
Read.
But ye therefore, Salakia, be ye therefore sober.
What'd he say?
Be ye therefore
Hey,
sober.
you gotta be sober-minded, man. You gotta be sober-minded for the Most High. You can't be out here, man, constantly drunk off the wine of Babylon. Right. Constantly going off, man, about letting the lustful eye have control of everything that you see you want it. Right? But it's not gonna help you what? Be profitable until the day of what? For the Most High comes back, man. It's not gonna actually have any profit for your entire spirit or your soul if all you're doing is focusing on the world, man. You can't focus on the world and the Most High at the same time. You gotta choose one. And which one are you gonna pick, man? Because that's part of the proving grounds. That's part of that adversity, man.
That's right.
Breathe.
And watch unto prayer.
And what?
And watch unto prayer.
You gotta watch until prayer, man. It's just like, man, if you see your pops, man, you was a kid and he said he's coming home with that new PlayStation 2, man, you was looking out the window to see every day he's gonna bring it. When is that PlayStation 2 coming, man, so I can play 2K, man? When he gonna bring it? And if he don't come, man, you was sad. Nigga a little bad, man, like, damn, bro. Like, damn, you walked through the door like, you empty-handed again? What's up? You know what I'm saying? That's how you felt. But hey, man, that day he came off that truck, man, but you was watching every single day to see when he was coming back.
Right.
That's how the prophets of the Most High got on, man. We constantly peeking out the window to see when house are about to leap down, man.
Right.
We're constantly peeking out the window, man, checking and scrolling about the news, man, seeing if some nukes flew, man.
Right.
We constantly looking to see, hey, man, did the plagues happen, man? What's pestilence warming around all over this place, man? Right? That's the things that the prophets are looking for in the service of the Most High God, man. We're waiting and looking for the Most High, man. We're watching constantly because we don't know when he's coming. He coming like a thief, so you better keep watching. You're gonna be asleep, man, when he comes. And if you sleep, man, you're gonna miss the whole thing, man. You're just gonna get destroyed. That's literally what's gonna happen. Right, Breathe.
And above all things, have fervent charity.
Have what?
Have fervent charity.
You gotta have love, man. And love is literally 1 John 5:3. You gotta keep the commandments.
Right.
You gotta keep the commandments.
Yes.
Right, and all Edomites going into slavery.
That's right.
All of them. Every single, keep saying woo, because you'll be the first slave we got.
That's right. You're the Edomites.
You're not gonna make it.
On the list. Hit list.
Right, read.
Among yourselves.
Right,
For,
yeah, just read after that.
for charity shall cover the multitude of sins.
What's charity gonna cover?
Shall cover the multitude of sins.
Hey, man, you gotta have love, man. It's gonna cover a multitude of sins. What's going on, King? What's going on, King? Oh, well. You got a couple minutes for the Most High? Right? It's madness, man. It's madness, man. It's madness, man. It's Israel, man. That's Jake, man. We stiff-necked, man. We stiff-necked, man. We don't want to hear the word. It's secret. Right? Everybody got everything. You know what I'm saying? You got a million other things better to do than to hear the Lord. So stop and listen. To hear the words of life, man. To come to the fountain of water where you can literally live and get eternity. Just keep walking straight to death, man. Right? Let me get Proverbs 14 and 12, man. Let me get book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and verse 12. Bring it out.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and verse 12.
Bring it out.
There is a way which seemeth right unto a man.
The Lord say,
There is a way which seemeth right unto a
hey,
man.
man, it seems right to go to the club tonight. It seems right, to keep walking past the prophets, man. It seems like a good way, man, to go try to chase some tails, man. All these things seem right, but what does the Lord say?
But the end thereof are the ways of death.
What the Lord say?
But the end thereof are the ways of death.
Hey, man, the end of a thing, man, it's gonna be death, man.
Right.
Death and destruction, man. Because you're not stopping to hear the Lord. You're not trying to understand how to keep commandments, right? How to purge out your sins, how to walk in a righteous manner.
Right.
No, they don't care about these things at all. All they care about is literally walking up the block, man, and doing their own thing, man. And saying, man, I got the Most High God in me, but you don't got no fringes on.
Right.
I should be able to see your light, man.
Right.
All these brothers should be able to see your light, man.
Right.
We should be able to know you. You should be like, Shalom, King, I'ma stop, man. How you doing? You come sit down and listen to the words of the Most High God, man. Instead of walking up the block, man.
Right.
But they just keep going, man. They don't care. Right? How you doing, Elder? You got a couple minutes for the word? Elder. Right, man, our elders have failed us, man. Right. They failed us, everyone. That's crazy, man. Our elders don't even want to hear the words of the Most High, man. And they'd rather walk around us than come through and talk to us, man.
Right.
That's part of that evil eye, man. The hate that they have toward their brothers, man. Right? But we got heathens who want to sit and watch. Heathens want to sit here and watch and listen to the word. Right. All people don't care. Let me get Zechariah 7 and 11.
Break it out, man.
Let me get Zechariah chapter 7 and verse 11. Bring it out. You got it, Zach. Oh, yeah, okay. Right? Because our people got the cold shoulder, an adamant heart. Fact. They don't care, man. They just keep going. As if The Most High God don't care about them, but he do. He literally sent his people out here to talk to you and tell you who you are and give you a nation, your heritage back, and your nationality, and life, and you don't care about that.
Right.
And you talking about the Lord don't care about you. Yes, he do. That's why we out here every Friday and Saturday, man.
Right.
Brothers can be doing whatever, man.
No, it's real because everybody just freeze, bro.
Right.
They can't even walk through.
Right.
Ezekiel said he
They just stop. Right. And he ain't gonna listen, man.
That way Ezekiel said.
Free.
Zechariah chapter 7 verse 11. But they refuse to hearken.
The Lord say,
But they refuse to hearken.
Hey, man, they refuse to hearken. That word hearken is listen, man. They don't want to listen. No, they don't want to hear the words of the Lord. They don't want to hear the words of the Most High.
Wide open.
Wide gate, man. You know what I'm saying? Right here to stop and listen to the Most High. This
Right.
Not that wide gate, King. Right? It's a narrow gate, but this right here, man, we on the opening of the gates, man. We make room for our people, man.
Right.
To come stand up here, chop it up. I tell you my name, man. Tell me yours. We can have a regular, decent conversation. I can tell you who you are, man. Right? What's your nationality, King?
Brazilian.
Brazilian? What's your father?
Huh?
What's your father?
Father.
Yeah. Is your father Brazilian? Yeah, like indigenous?
Yeah.
Brazil. Okay, so he was there. He got a conquista. Okay, come. All praise to the Most High. So you will be literally an Israelite from the tribe of Asher. Right. You know what I'm saying? Let me get second Ezra 13. Yeah. Right. So how people got over. Right. Right. So we're gonna show you who you are according to the Most High. Right. What about you? I'm Russian. You're Russian. Okay, count. Right. So we're gonna show you who you are.
Second Ezra chapter 13 and verse 40. Bring it on. Those are the 10 tribes.
The Lord say,
Those are the 10 tribes.
Man, these are the 10 tribes. We're going to show you how your people got over to the other side of the world. Right? Because y'all was already there before the conquistadors got there. Right? Read.
Which were carried away prisoners.
Which were what?
Which were carried away prisoners.
They got carried away prisoners. Right? And this is where he's talking about right now in Israel. Okay? So this is before they got here. We're going to show you how they got here. And how the conquistadors knew that there were people on this side of the world. Right? The so-called North and South Americans. Right? Read.
Out of their own land in the time of Hoshea, who Solomon had served, the king of Assyria, led away captives.
Let away what?
Led away captives.
Read.
And led them over the waters, which thereafter were brought into a strange land.
Right, so literally this is what happened, right? The king of Assyria took the 10 tribes, right, would be all the other tribes except for the first top 3, right? He carried them away over the waters and took them captive, okay? Read.
Verse 41. But they took this counsel among themselves.
So they took a counsel amongst themselves, right? So they sat down, the bottom 10 tribes got together and said, hey man, we got to get the hell up out of here.
Right.
We can't stay around here because we're in captivity, 1, right? We're in slavery, 2, and we can't keep the commandments, 3, right? They were like, yo, we got to get up out of here, right? Read.
That they would leave the multitude of the heathen.
They would what?
That they would leave the multitude of the heathen.
They wanted to leave from being around from the heathens, right? Read.
And go forth into a further country.
They wanted to go forth into a further country, right? Not on the eastern coast of so-called Africa. They wanted to go past that, right? Read.
Whenever mankind dwelt.
Where what?
Whenever mankind dwelt.
Whenever mankind dwelt, where nobody had ever lived, right? And this is where they wanted to go. This is in the Bible, right? Read.
That they might keep their statutes.
That they might what?
That they might keep his statutes.
That they might keep the statutes and the commandments of their forefathers in this land, right? Read.
Which they have not kept in their own land.
Which they what?
Which they have not kept in their own land.
See, they didn't keep it in their own land. That's why they went into captivity. Right? That's why the Most High God had to punish them because they weren't keeping the commandments. Just like my son, right? If I tell him, hey man, Zion, you gotta clean your room, take out the garbage and do the dishes before I get home. When I come home and they're not done, you think I'm gonna be happy? Hell no, you're gonna catch your ass whooped.
Right.
See what I'm saying? I'm from the old school. Right? I got my behind whooped, I need to do my children, so does my son. Right? So then I give him grace. The next day I tell him, hey man, do all 3 of these things, you'll be alright. Then you can go out and say, go outside and play. Right? Then you can maybe go on your tablet for an hour. Right? Then if you want to go get some ice cream, I'll take you because you did what I asked.
Right.
That's the same thing with the Most High God. They didn't do those things, so he sent them into captivity, into slavery for a little bit. Then they said, you know what? Oh shoot, let me start keeping these commandments. So we can get the hell out of here. And the Most High God had mercy on us. Right? Read.
Verse 43. But they came into it through the narrow passages of the river Euphrates.
Right?
For the Most High did wonders for them and stopped the flow of the river.
Right, so the Most High God held still the flood. It stopped the flow of the Euphrates River so that the Israelites could literally pass through on boats. Right. Okay, read.
So they were passed over. For the journey through that country is 1.5 years long.
Right, so if you sail the world, it takes 3 years. So to go through half of the world takes 1.5 years. And that's literally how long it took them to get from the eastern coast of so-called Africa over here into the so-called Americas. Right, read.
And they came into a land which is called Arsa.
No, it's called America.
Called Arsa.
North America.
It's called Arsa.
This land that we are standing on out of the Bible before it was renamed by Amerigo Vespucci in 1847 is called Arsa, not called America. Right? This is what this land is called. And this is where y'all people sailed to. And that's why y'all were already in Brazil, quote unquote, before the conquistadors got there. So your people are literally the Israelites out of the Bible. Okay? And we're going to show you.
In fact, he's from Israel right there.
This guy right here?
Yeah, right there. He's from Israel.
Yeah, he's not a real Israelite. No. And I can show you how he's not an Israelite. He didn't go through the curses that our people went through.
Right.
Right, that's the difference. Okay? Man, let me get Revelation chapter 2 and verse 9. Right? Let me get Revelation 3 and 9.
Book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works.
The Lord say,
I know thy works.
The Lord said, I know thy works, right? Read.
And tribulation.
And what?
And tribulation.
All people are in tribulation, right? The so-called Hispanic man, the so-called black man, and the so-called Native American man are the only ones who are in tribulation across this entire planet, okay? Systematically, we are literally killed in numbers, man. We're the only ones in the ghettos and the slums, right? We're the only ones who went through these curses, okay? And he said that's why the Lord knows our tribulation, because he put us in it, right? Read.
And poverty.
And what?
And poverty.
And we're in poverty, man. We're in poverty. The word ghetto, when you look up the etymology of the word, it literally means a place where the Jews reside. Okay, the real Jews, not the so-called Jewish man, right? Because if you, right, or I'll tell you, I'm gonna pick you up around 12-ish. What time am I coming? Between 12 and 2, right? That's around, right? If I say, hey, this brother's acting kind of girlish, is he really a girl? No, he's acting like a girl because the suffix ish means to pertain to. So if you're Jewish, you're not really a Jew. You're just acting like it. Right? So they're not the real Jews, right? The real Jews are on the sign right here, and they don't know who they are, and that's why we're out here to show them who they are, right? So you will be an Israelite from the tribe of Asher, okay? That's your real nationality. You're not Brazilian, because your people weren't always in Brazil. They came from somewhere else, and they had customs, they had a heritage, right? And we're giving you that heritage back right now, right? This is it right here, right? Keep reading, King.
But thou art rich.
But what?
But thou art rich.
They're rich because what? They're rich in spirit, right? They're rich in the Most High God, because he literally put his name on us. He calls us a prince with the powers of the Most High God. We're the only ones with that name. Yasher Allah, prince with the power, right? And his name is Yahweh, right? He who exists. And his son's name is Yahweh Shai. Okay, we're the only ones with that name, right? Read.
And I know the blasphemy.
I know the what?
And I know the blasphemy.
He knows the blasphemy, man. Right? The deceit and the lies of what?
Of them which say they are Jews.
They say that they the Jews because they Jewish. But what?
And are not.
And what?
And are not.
And who?
And are not.
They're not the real Jews.
Nope.
That's not them. And I can prove it out the Bible. We just did. Right? So we're going to show you who you are out the Bible according to the Bible. Right? Let me get Deuteronomy 1. Right?
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1, verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Unto who?
Unto all Israel.
Matter of fact, Salakia, King, bring that out. Bring this out real quick. Right, we're gonna show you real quick, right? You can bring it out, King.
This is Lost Tribes and Promised Lands, the origins of American racism. This was written by Ronald Sanders.
So this is just another account outside of the Bible that proves that what I'm telling you is accurate. Okay, read this.
All his life, Columbus' ideas about geography were permeated with a peculiar religious mysticism.
Right.
He kept a book of prophecies.
He kept a what?
He kept a book of prophecies.
The Bible is the only book that has prophecy in the entire planet. The Most High God said it before it happens and it comes to pass. He said Israelites would go into slavery, and they did. On ships. He said we would be sold into our enemies. It happened, right? He said that there would be destruction in 70 AD, and it happened. Okay, all these things happen, right? That's prophecy, right? Read.
In which he collected quotation.
He collected what?
Collected quotation.
He collected quotes, which is the scriptures, right? Read.
Mostly from the Bible.
Mostly who?
Mostly from the Bible.
From the Bible. Because he knew this was a true book, right? Because you can't, this is in the non-fiction, which means not fake. It's an actual record. Okay? Fiction is when you want to go look at fantasy. This book is always in non-fiction because it's an actual record about real people.
Right.
And history, right? This is your history book. That's what it is. It's not a religious book. This is a history book, right? Read.
Often those dealing with isles far off,
right?
That seem to prophesy his own discoveries. A striking element in Columbus' geography religiosity is his intense and abiding interest in the fourth or second book of Ezra.
The what?
The second book of Ezra.
In the second book of Ezra. That's what we just read. Okay, so he knew how to, if you ever watched the movie 1492, Columbus, there's a scene in there where he says, hey man, how do you know that there's people on the other side of the world? He said, well, I read it in Ezra. He read our Bible. He knew that we were over there.
That's right.
He knew that the so-called Brazilians were in Brazil because they were prophesied to go there in the Bible. That's the only reason that they knew to come over to the side of the world. And they literally put it in movies to show us that they know who we are and we don't know.
Right.
Yeah, check this out. This is literally the scene.
I'll turn the volume on.
You might have to turn the volume on. There you go. Ezra. There he goes right there. He said he resident in the book of Ezra.
Just read.
Right? And we just read that prophecy that he's talking about. To know that there was people on the other side of the planet. Right?
Yeah, boss. Wasn't aiming to go to his intent was to go to the child.
They already had the silk route.
No, that's what you. No, that's that bullshit your people talk.
Right. That's what they want to deceive. And I'm really having a conversation with the brother here. Right. That's the Jewish encyclopedia. Bring it up.
The Jewish encyclopedia, the word Arsareth, that was the region that they escaped to.
What?
The name of the land beyond the great river, far away from the habitation of man,
right?
In which the 10 tribes of Israel will dwell.
Will what?
Will dwell.
Will who?
Will dwell.
Will dwell. And so whether or not they said it, Columbus, we know the real history. We know the real history. We know that Columbus, the reason why he came over here, because he read our book. It's the only reason he knew to come over here.
But you say something is real.
Quick point.
Everyone has and Columbus also had Jewish interpreters on that book.
Right.
If he's going to Asia, why didn't he have Asian translators going on the book? He had Jewish, or not Jewish, he had Hebrew translators.
You said you're Russian, right?
Yes, sir.
What did Putin just do? Putin just unveiled to the world that we the real Jews.
That's
and
right.
The Messiah and the Most High God is a so-called blessing.
Right.
So check your history on
I
that.
don't understand. In what way?
Because Putin know who we are.
Right.
We're the Israelites. We the people of the book.
We are the people of the book.
He know those people in that
We are the
land are not the real Israelites.
Right.
He know we are. Putin
Right.
announced that. He unveiled that to the world. Go do your history.
Right.
And you Russian, so you should know that.
No, yeah, you don't.
But I don't really understand your point, though.
What you mean with our point?
I don't
Listen,
understand your point. I'm trying
we
to
out here to teach him. He's an Israelite. That's what we out here to teach.
Jonathan, as they meet right. Right? Yeah. Deuteronomy. Let's go back to Deuteronomy. Right.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1, verse 1.
You know.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Unto who?
Unto all Israel.
So Moses said, right, we got to talk to the Israelites, just like how he's talking to the Israelites, okay? So I'm having a conversation with Google, right? I'm having a conversation with you. So other people are walking by, but our conversation doesn't pertain to them, right? It's the same thing with this Bible. From Genesis all the way to Revelation, it's about one group of people, just the Israelites. That's it. Okay, so when Moses is talking to the Israelites, everything that happens in the book of Deuteronomy only happens for the Israelites, right? Read. So who's Moses talking to?
Well, I didn't listen.
Okay, pay attention, listen to this.
Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
So who's he talking to? To Israel, right? And you would be Israel. So he's talking to you. Right now, let's show you some of these curses. Right now, we just...
Can I ask just one question
Yeah,
first?
go ahead.
But how many people know this?
Not that many.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why we're out here. That's
Right.
literally why
That's
we
the
come
right
out.
thing.
Right. That's why we come out here every Friday at 8:30, right? And we come out here every Saturday at 4:30 to wake up the lost sheep. Let me get Matthew 15:24, right? Because our people are lost sheep, right? Let me get Jeremiah 15:6 and then Jeremiah 15:17, right? Because our people are lost sheep, right? Now, if you have a whole group of sheep, right, you lead them off of they'll follow you anywhere, right? They follow the shepherd no matter where it is that they go, right? Because they believe and they trust you, right? So our people are lost sheep because they have no shepherd, right? They have nobody to show them righteousness, how to keep the commandments, right? How to love their God, right? Because why? He scattered us because we did what? Just like my son. If you don't keep the commandments, it's punishment. The same thing that happened with the Lord and the Israelites. We didn't keep the commandments. He had punishments for us, right? And we were going to show you what those punishments are, and that's how we know we are the Israelites.
Great.
All right, bring us out real quick.
Book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 24.
Bring it out.
But he answered and said, I am not sent.
I am what?
I am not sent.
It's a red letter. When it's red letter, you read the Bible. What does that mean? That means Christ is talking, right? The Messiah is talking. Okay, so it's very important what he's saying, right? Read.
I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
He said, I'm only sent to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, right? So let's find out how Israel got lost, right? Bring this up. Come.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 50 and verse 6. My people.
Who people? What?
My people.
What the Lord say?
My people.
Some people.
My people.
All people.
My people.
My is a possessive pronoun. Possessive, right? My, we, our, right? Those are possessive. Because if it's your dollar, it's not mine, right? So if it's his people, that's it. Just his people, okay? Right? Because if we got 3 slices, if I have a pie and I cut it in 3 slices, if I take my slice, I don't care about yours. Because I got mine. That's how the Lord is. He says, I got my people, right? And that's it. These are the Russian icons. This is what Putin literally did. You can click on any one of them.
So
Right.
why does your people have
So, yeah, and so those people are so-called what? Today, they would be so-called black people.
Right.
Who are the saints? Who are the saints?
But they're saying,
Who are the saints? Bring
they
it
say
out.
that
Bring it
from
out.
our church.
Bring it
Book of
out.
Psalms, chapter 148, verse
see who the saints
14.
Bring it
He
up.
also exalted the horn of his people.
Of who?
Of his people.
He's going to exalt the horn, right? The horn is literally in strength. Because a rhino has a horn, that's a strength. Bulls have horns, that's their strength, right? That's what the horn represents. So when he says I'm going to exalt the horn, the strength of his people, right? Read.
The praise of all his saints.
All who?
All his saints.
His is another possessive pronoun. His saints. Not all, right? His saints. And then he's going to show you who they are. Read.
Even of the children of
No,
Israel.
everybody.
Even of the children of Israel.
The Edomites.
Even of the children of Israel.
The children of Israel are the saints.
Right.
So that's why you see so-called black people on there, because we the Israelites.
Right.
We the saints.
My church said that our church is the original apostles of the time of Acts. Why it comes from.
We don't believe that. Bring us out.
Book of Psalms, chapter 50 and verse 5.
Bring it out.
Gather my saints together unto me.
What the Lord say?
Gather my saints together unto me.
Gather his saints together. And that's really what I'm doing. I'm gathering Hugo, which is also the saint. Right? Why? Because he's from the tribe of Asher.
Right.
He's an Israelite. So I'm trying to gather him back and give him his heritage and nationality. that's what I'm doing. That's what my job is, right? As a servant of the Lord. To wake up my brother and show him who he is, because he don't know who he is.
Right.
How far back
Right,
can we go back in that?
Those that have made a covenant with me.
Those what?
Those that have made a covenant with me.
It goes back to the covenant.
By sacrifice.
By what?
By sacrifice.
By who?
By sacrifice.
By sacrifice. Who made a sacrifice with the Most High God? The Israelites. No other nation. They're the saints. We are the saints, period. That's just how, thus saith the Most High God. Out the Bible, you say you believe it. Right? Bring us out, man.
Book of Jeremiah.
50 and 17.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 50 and verse 17.
Bring it out.
Israel is a scattered sheep.
What the Lord say?
Israel is a scattered sheep.
So Israel's a scattered sheep, right? We're scattered across the four corners of the earth, right? Just like you come from Brazil. That's one of the four corners, right? Then you got up there by Canada and Alaska, right? You got Russia, and then you got down by Australia. Four corners. But we can find all people everywhere, right? So-called black people, Hispanics, right? Native Americans, right? They're all over the place, in all four corners.
In that case, what would he?
What's his nationality?
I was born in Israel, but after
Yeah. You be an Israeli. Right? Numbers 1 and 18, right?
Book of Numbers.
Everything goes back to the seed of your father. You are what your father was. And I'm going to show you how that's true, right?
Book of Numbers.
Hold on, Salaki.
After that one.
Okay, come.
Book of Numbers, chapter 1, verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together
Right.
on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigree.
Their what?
Their pedigree.
You know what a pedigree is? Pedigree is your lineage, right? So they declared their lineage by what?
After their families, by the house of their fathers.
By who?
By the house of their fathers.
They declared who they were by the house of their fathers. Why? Because fathers and men carry seeds.
Right.
Right? So if you have an apple seed, right, and I plant it in China, is it now orange? If I take an apple and plant it in China, is it an orange? No, it's not. Right? Because the seed was what? An apple. So it's going to be an apple tree. So if I take an Israelite, right, and plant him in America, is he now American? No, he's an Israelite. Right. Because my father was an Israelite. His father was an Israelite. His father was an Israelite. Because in literally inside of the ball sack where the seed comes out of, that's literally what you are. You are what your father is. So if his father is an Israeli or an Elamite, that's what he goes back to. Right. If his father's an Edomite, that's what he goes back to. Your father is an Israelite. That's what you go back to.
Right.
That's how we know from our lineage. And we also know that because we fit the curses. The curses only fit one person. Bring us out.
Romans chapter 8, verse 16. Bring it out. The Spirit itself bear witness.
The Lord say?
The Spirit itself bear witness.
The Spirit is going to bear witness. Your spirit bears witness with what I'm telling you. That's why you're standing there. Right? That's why you're still here and you're engaged, because you understand and you're getting it. Right? Because your spirit is bearing witness with who?
With our spirit.
With who?
With our spirit.
With who?
With our spirit.
With our spirits. Right? His spirit is bearing witness with our spirits that we what?
That we are the children of the Most High.
That we what?
That we are the children of the Most High.
That we are the children of the Most High God.
Right.
That we're just proving it to you. And your spirit is bearing witness. You're like, man, this is facts. This is true. See what I'm saying? Right? Let me get John chapter 6, verse 63.
Make it out.
Right? Because what is the spirit? The spirit that quickens. Right? The spirit had you stop and listen like you're over there. You know, then the spirit had you come over here.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's what the spirit did. Because he was like, hold on, I ain't never.
Right.
And he came up. Wait, hold on, wait. My people came over here. They got over here. Get out. And then it's telling us that Ezra said this from Columbus. What? And you're still here. You're intrigued because it's like, man, your spirit is bearing witness. Right? Read.
Book of John, chapter 6, verse 63.
Bring it out.
It is the spirit that quickeneth.
It is what?
It is the spirit that quickeneth.
It's the spirit that's going to quicken you. It's going to make you want to listen. Right? It's literally resting on you right now so you can understand who you are. Get your heritage back. Get your nationality back. Get your culture back. Getting the ways of how you should live. Right? Read.
The flesh profiteth nothing.
Lord say?
The flesh profiteth nothing.
Hey, and the spirit, man, also got these other two standing. And they can't go nowhere.
Read.
Until you get it, man. All praise to the Most High.
Right.
Read.
The word words that I speak.
The what?
The words that I speak.
The Lord say?
The words that I speak.
The words that he is speaking, right? Read.
Unto you.
They
are spirit.
They are what?
They are spirit.
And what else?
And they are life.
And it's life. It's literally giving you life right now. And the spirit is literally doing that right now. So we're going to finish your hold your question. We're going to finish your is finished. All right? Deuteronomy 28:15.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15.
Read out.
But it shall come to pass.
The Lord say?
But it shall come to pass.
Read.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments,
Some of his commandments.
to do all his commandments,
Half of his commandments.
to do all his commandments.
So the Lord is saying to the Israelites right now by Moses, his servant, he said, hey, if you guys don't listen to all the commandments, just like if I tell my son that if you got to do all the things I tell him to do in the house for his chores, that what's going to happen to you?
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
All these what?
that all these curses,
Is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? It's a bad thing. So the Lord is telling them, if you don't listen to me, all these curses are going to what?
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
They're going to come upon them and overtake them. Let me get 46.
Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
For a what?
For a sign.
Right, turn around and look at that sign right there. It says smoke shop. See that?
Yeah.
What does that sign tell you? Right. So if you wanted to go in there and get some smoke, you could, right? If you wanted to get a blanket, you wanted to get a cigarette, you could go to the smoke shop and do it. Right? What is this Charlie sign? It tells you you can go in there and get food.
Bring it out.
Right? That's what a sign is, literally identifying marker. So the Lord is telling the Israelites these curses are going to be on you to identify who you are in 2024.
Right.
Because you'll be walking around calling yourself Brazilian, but you're not Brazilian. You're actually an Israelite from the tribe of Asher.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So these curses are going to fit you to help you identify who you are. Right? Read.
And for a wonder.
And it's going to make you think and make you wonder, why was I calling myself a Brazilian for so long? Oh, I know why. Because the conquistadors called me a Brazilian.
Right.
Right? That's how you understand who you are now. But that's not who your forefathers, generations back, called themselves. They didn't call themselves. They wasn't calling themselves Brazilians before they got there. They knew they was Israelites. Right? Read.
And upon thy seed forever.
For how long?
Forever.
For a little while.
Forever.
Forever. Right? That's why it fits in 2024. It fit back then when Moses spoke this 3,000 years ago. Because he knew this was a future prophecy that would have to come to pass literally today. Right? And let me get 16.
Verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
The Lord say?
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
Read.
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Who got that son? Right? Who's cursed in the cities? Right? Who's cursed in the cities? Look over here. Who's shot down in the streets every single day? Right? On this sign. Right? It's all people. So-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, so-called Brazilians. Right? You will be somebody who will get targeted. Right? Who's first hired, last hired and first fired? All people. You know the wage gap is, man, between the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man? The average one of us, man, we make what, $28,000 a year?
Right.
And the average, what, so-called white man, what do they make? 80? You make 30? 38? 30? Average? Average. 89,000. 89,000. The average, look it up, 89,000. That's a huge gap disparity, ain't it? You see what I'm saying? But that's because, hey, we're cursed no matter where we're at, right? And who's cursed in the field? Sugarcane fields, the cotton fields, the tobacco fields, right? Weren't our forefathers on slave ships, right? Weren't you guys have to, in the Silk Road slave trades, right? Weren't you guys picking sugarcane, right? In Puerto Rico and Brazil, when you guys were conquered by the conquistadors,
Tobacco.
right? That's literally what happened to your people, and that's a curse that only fits you guys, right? Let me get 32.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
What happened?
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Thy sons and daughters shall be given unto another people. Right? Whose sons and daughters was given to another people? Right? Master Johnson came to Master Jackson's plantation. Right? And so this brother and his whole entire family for a barrel a week. Did that happen to everybody? How does that make you feel? Makes you feel bad? Or you feel happy about that? Because I feel bad. Yeah, it's sad. You see what I'm saying? But this happened to the Israelites.
Bring it out.
Prophesied in the Bible to happen to only one group of people. Right? Breathe.
and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
Right?
And there shall be no might in thine
And
hand.
there's not going to be any might in their hand. Why is that? Because we didn't have a military. When we got off these slave ships in 1619, we didn't have a military, right? We had nobody to come over here and get us. And if the so-called Africans, if we were really African, how come they never came over here and got us? Why is it from the time of 1619 up until now they still left us? Because they knew that we were a different nation of people. They knew that we weren't the same people, right? It's really Hamites sold Israelites, not black people sold black people, right? Because I'm not black, right? I'm not the same color as my boots. Get out, okay? This brother is not black. He's a derivative of brown, and so am I, right? And black is only a color.
Right.
I'm not gonna call myself a color. That's not a nation.
Right.
That's not a people. I can't take a trip on a plane to the land of black.
Right.
Can you? No. You see what I'm saying? So that's why these are word games that were given to us by who? Our oppressors, right? The people who were literally putting us on ships, right? Let me get 37.
Verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment.
A what?
An astonishment.
It's an astonishment, man, when brothers come up here and they tell me that they're black and they're not. Or African American and they're not African. Because Africa is what? It's a whole continent. You can't be from the whole continent. Like, you don't call yourself South American like you're from the whole continent.
Right.
No, you tell us what country you're from in South America, right? But some of our people come up here and tell us that, hey, this African American. Africa was named after Cornelius Scipio Africanus in 202 AD. He defeated Hannibal in the Second Punic War. Okay? And after he defeated Hannibal, he renamed the whole continent after himself. That's a prophecy in the Bible in Psalms 49:11. I can show you, right? And also America. We're the only ones who call ourselves two continents. America was literally named after Amerigo Vespucci, right? He drew the map of America, which is really called Arsharif, we just read in 2nd Ezra, right? And after he did that, they renamed this whole entire landmass after him. But those are two white people. I don't come from them. I don't come from two white people. Neither do they. So that's why it's an astonishment, right? Read.
A proverb.
A what?
A proverb.
Let me get 2 Kings 1:7. Right? A proverb. A proverb is a smart saying, right? Elevated can raise a family, not a black man, right?
Believe in the Bible?
All black people like chicken. All black people like watermelon, right? Those aren't things. Those are proverbs that are given to a certain group of people, right? You see what I'm saying? But that's not really us. Not all black people like watermelon, right? It's not true. You got that, King?
1 Kings chapter 9 and verse 7. Bring it up. Then will I cut off Israel out of the land which I have given them, and this house which I have hallowed for my name will I cast out of my sight.
And that's why they in the land.
Right, and that's why they in the land. Right, because we got cut off from the land. Right, Israel literally got cut off from that land. Bring this up, King.
2 Kings chapter 9 and verse 7. And thou shalt smite the house of Ahab, thy master, that I may avenge the blood of my servants, the prophets, and the blood of all the servants of the Lord at the hands of Jezebel.
We'll come back to it. All right, finish this out.
And a byword.
And a what?
And a byword.
A byword is literally being called anything outside of your God-given nationality. So to call yourself a Brazilian is a byword. Okay? If I call myself African American, that's a byword. Why is it a byword? Because the Lord never called anybody that. Right? Brazilian, African American, Haitian, Colombian, Puerto Rican, Dominican, these are all terms that were given to us by the people who oppressed us.
Right.
They're not actually the names that come out of the Bible. So those are called bywords. Right, let me get 48.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Thy who?
Thine enemies.
Thy what?
Thine enemies.
Hey, he's telling them, man, you're going to actually have to go off and serve your enemies. Right? Read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Which who?
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Right? The Most High God is sitting in the third heaven, right? You go. And he's not about to peek his head out of the clouds and say, hey, all you Israelites, man, I'm about to come down there and whoop your butt. No. He sends a nation against him because he's not getting off the throne. He's the king of everything. He created everything. Why would he want to get off the throne? It's like my belt. Right? When I have my belt on and I gotta go whoop my son, it's not gonna magically just come off and go whoop my son. I gotta literally take my belt off, hold him down, and whoop his behind. That's what he does to us by another nation. See what I'm saying? Keep going.
In hunger.
In what?
In hunger.
He said that we would have to serve our enemies in hunger. Right? So, where do you go to get food? I mean, where do you go to get food for your house? Yeah, grocery store. Who owns the grocery store? What? There's certain people. People look like me own. Do people like me own Publix? Do we own Winn-Dixie, Walmart, all these places that we go? No, it's not people that look like me. It's literally the so-called white men. And I say so-called because they're not really white, right? That's not something that you find in the Bible.
Right.
It's not, right? Because your shirt is white, right? But he don't look like you. You see what I'm saying? He's actually not that, right? So what I'm trying to say is they play these word games with us. You see what I'm saying? So ultimately, right, it's a curse to have to go in and serve your enemies when you get hungry, right? And what else?
And in thirst.
And in what?
And in thirst.
When you thirsty, and water is free, ain't it? Right? It can drop out the sky. Why they put it in a bottle and sell it to make money? But water should be free, right? It's literally a felony to do what? To catch rainwater. It's a felony, right? If I try to catch rainwater. But that should not be true. Because the Most High God let rain be free, man, since the beginning of time up until now. How is it that they go ahead and put water on the back in a bottle and then put ingredients in it and tell you what it is, and now you gotta pay for it? Because it's a curse that fits only our group of people, right? Read.
And in nakedness.
And in what?
And in nakedness.
Well, you're naked, man. Clothes on your back. Man, my people pick $17 trillion worth of cotton and we don't own no textile.
Right.
We own none, right? That's a curse because we gotta go buy what? Clothes on our back to clothe ourselves, right? We used to be able to, in Israel, when we really lived there, right, before the so-called Jewish man was there, right? I could go in the back and kill a sheep and make a whole coat, man. I could go in the back and kill a bull and make a garment, man. But I can't do that anymore because I don't have that. Because my people are so poor and we live in ghettos, right? Because it's a curse that the Most High God put on us, right? And what else?
And in nakedness.
And in what?
And in nakedness.
How y'all doing, man? What's your nationality? Romanian. That's your father? What's your father? Romanian. Same as him? Okay. Now keep going.
And in want of all things.
And what?
And in want of all things.
One of all things, man. No matter what it is that we want. You want an education, right? You want to have that a house loan. You want to get a car loan, right? You got to go to your enemies, man. People who don't look like you in order to get those things. Right. And if you want to leave the country, what do you need? A permission slip. You need permission to leave. Right? You should be able to go anywhere freely in the world because God made it. Right? There should be no boundaries wherever it is that you go. Right? Keep going.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
And he shall what?
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Who had yokes of iron on their neck? Right? Who had yokes of iron on their neck? Our people. Our people had yokes of iron on their neck, man. This is prophesied to happen in the Bible, and it happened 1619. Right?
Why do you think your people speak Portuguese?
1491.
Just like the Spaniards came and got our people. Just like the Englishmen when they got our brothers and sisters. There's no difference between the so-called black, Hispanic, and the Native American. We all got conquered by a different nation of people. Right? That's what we're trying to get you to understand.
Right. But we're all the same people. Right. You're still my brother. Because you literally come from the same forefathers, right? You come from Israel. I come from Israel. Right. We just different tribes because he had 12 sons. That's it. That's the only difference. Right? All right, keep going, kid.
Until he hath destroyed thee.
For how long?
Until he hath destroyed thee.
Until he destroyed us. Right? Because when you destroy a group of people, right? Or in your case, right? 1491? 1491, right? When you get destroyed in Brazil, now they can take the chains off your neck. Right? Because mentally you're destroyed. Right? You're not going to leave unless what? You know what I'm saying? They say you can leave. Right? That's the same thing with my people. They walk around here now in 2024 as if this place is great. But it's literally filled with the blood, sweat, and tears of our forefathers, man. Who were jumping off of boats in the Atlantic Ocean to not get here. And now we walking around like it's okay. But it's not okay. Right now, I really don't like this place. I hate this place. You know what I'm saying? And I hate it because of what happened to my people. And what happened to your people. Right? Because it also hurts me to see you have to go through the same thing that I went through. See what I'm saying? But now I want to give you the history. Right? Keep going, okay? Let me get 54. Oh, yeah, you finish it up. See what I'm saying? No, you need 54.
Verse 54. So that the man that is tender among...
Let me get 68.
Verse 68.
I'm going to hit the nail in the coffin. Right? This is how you know without a shadow of a doubt, right, that you are an Israelite from the tribe of Asher. Right? Bring this out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Right, so the Lord said that he was going to bring the Israelites back. You know what happened the first time? You don't know? Shoot it 5-11. Shoot it 5-11. Right? So you know about the story of Moses, right? Let my people go. Right? He split the Red Sea, they walked through it, right? And then as they got on the other side, the Egyptians was following them. The Lord closed in the water and they all drowned and died, right? So this is literally right after that, okay? So right after that point, to a mountain, right? When he's standing at the mountain, Moses goes up the mountain for 40 days, he comes down and he tablets. Basically the commandments, right? When he gets the commandments, now he's reading it to the people, okay? So, and let me show you this metaphor, right? If you Google, right, downtown Orlando, if you get robbed in downtown Orlando, is that a good memory for you? No, right? So if I tell you 2 weeks from now, right, we're chilling in Tampa, and I'm like, hey man, if you don't chill out, I'm gonna take you to Orlando. What does that make you think about? The time you got robbed. Right. This is what the Lord is telling him. He's telling the Israelites, hey man, if I take you back into Egypt where they were slaves, right, it's not gonna be a good thing. Right, so bring it out. Okay?
Judges, you got Judah, chapter 5 and verse 11.
Right?
Therefore, the king of Egypt rose up against them.
Right, he rose up against the Israelites, read.
And dealt subtly with them.
Subtly means sneakily, right? He dealt sneakily with the Israelites, right? Read.
And brought them low with laboring in bricks.
He brought them low with laboring in bricks. They were out there slaving, man, in the field with bricks, man. Read.
And made them slaves.
And made them what?
And made them slaves.
And made them who?
And made them slaves.
And he made them slaves. So they were slaves when they were in Egypt. So read that again from the top.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
Right?
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So he said, I'm going to bring you into slavery again, right? Read.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
With who?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
How do we get on this side of the world? Good people and lions.
Right there. That's a good question.
On ships. On ships.
Brazil.
This is how we know without a shadow of a doubt we are the people of the Bible.
Right.
Because no other people in the entire world went into slavery on ships but the Israelites.
Right.
That's it. None. You could check. You could Google it. You could, whatever you want, you're not going to find it because only the Israelites went into slavery.
That's right.
Right? Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
So Moses is telling them, he said, exactly how I'm telling you is exactly how it's going to happen. That was prophecy. Moses prophesied this would happen 3,000 years ago in 1619. It happened. In 1491, when your people got to Brazil, it happened. Right? 100. What sign is it? Over here? 100 Negroes for sale, man. It happened. Right? We got sold. Bring that up. Read that again.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Never saw our homeland again, right? Read.
And there ye shall be sold.
Ye shall be what?
Ye shall be sold.
Shall be who?
Ye shall be sold.
We got sold, man. 100 Negroes for sale, right? They were selling the Brazilians, man. That's literally a prophecy that happened in the Bible. Our people got sold. No other people that happened, right? Read.
Unto your enemies.
Unto who?
Unto your enemies.
We got sold to our enemies, man. Only your enemies would hang you up on a tree, man. I think that's cool. Only your enemies at this specific time would watch you burn, literally. Okay, this is a brother right here. They're literally standing there taking a picture and watching him burn. Right. He could literally be my uncle. He could have been my father, right? He could have been somebody that I knew. This brother right here got beat to death. You can't even tell what he looks like anymore, man. You see what I'm saying? Only your enemy would do, not your friend. This is my brother. I would never let that happen to my brother. Right. I would die before I let that happen to my brother, man. That's how much I love my brothers. That's how much we loved our people. You see what I'm saying? Right, read.
For bondmen.
We got sold for slave men and what else?
And bond women.
And slave women and what else?
And no man shall buy it.
And nobody that worked by these to redeem. Nobody came and got us. Nobody came and got the Brazilians. Nobody came and got the so-called black men. Nobody came and got the so-called, you know what I'm saying? Puerto Ricans, right? So-called Hispanics. Nobody came and got us at all, right? So we literally are the only ones now who fit these curses. So if I gotta ask you anything now, if I say, what's your nationality according to the Bible? What would you tell me? That's right. Be an Israelite. Israelite. Not Israeli. Israelite. You are Israelite, okay? What tribe are you from? What tribe are you from? No, Israelite. Israelite.
Remember that.
Israelite. Take a flight.
Asher.
Hey, you're Israelite from the tribe of Asher. Remember
Tribe of
that.
Asher, man.
You got a YouTube channel. Check that out, man. Put it in your pocket.
And King, you gotta keep the commandments too, King. All right?
Put that in your pocket, man.
That's the most important part. Remember, just like my kids, if they didn't keep the commandments in my house, they got in trouble. It's the same thing with the Lord. If you don't start to keep the commandments now, right? This is why we ended up where we were. Right? You know what I'm saying?
Don't let those other two guys do your own research.
I'm about to say that. You didn't say that.
Hey, man, all praise to the Most High.
I was just about to tell you.
All praise. Con, what time? All right, Rodrigue.
Thank you.
Right? So with that, man, I'm gonna pass it right to the next mighty speaker, man. But most I willing, man, that brother right there, man. Hey, man, Hugo he knows he's an Israelite, man. This is what the work is for, man. Right. This is why we come out here and labor, man. To wake up the sheep, man. That's nothing else, man. We come out here and serve Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai to wake up our brothers, man. To wake up, bring them back to the covenant. Right. Let me get Sirach 24 and 23 real quick, and then let me get Sirach 36 and 11, and I'm gonna close out and pass it to the next mighty speaker, man. Sirach 24 and 23, man. Because we gotta give our brothers and sisters their heritage back. Right. We gotta give them their whole culture, man. Their way of life, man. We gotta give it back to them, man. 24 and 23.
Book of Sirach, chapter 24, verse 23.
Bring it out.
All these things are the book of the covenant.
Or the what?
Are the book of the covenant.
It's the book of the covenant.
Right.
This is the book that our forefathers made with the Most High God, man. This is our life, man.
Right.
This is all we have.
Right.
This world ain't shit, man. That's right. This Bible is everything.
That's right.
Yahweh is everything, man. Yahweh is everything. Right? Rock it to Yahweh, man.
Rock it to Yahweh.
Man, come and shout. Man, read, King.
All these are the book of the covenant of the Most High God.
Right?
Even the law.
Even what?
Even the law.
Even these laws.
That's right.
Statutes and commandments, man.
Right.
This is the book of life.
Right.
That's exactly what it is, man.
That's
the
right.
book of life.
Read. Which Moses commanded for inheritance.
For what?
For inheritance.
What did Hugo get?
For inheritance.
He got his heritage, man.
That's right.
It's a beautiful thing to see, man. To watch a brother be able to stand here, even in the midst of devils, and listen, man. Because the Spirit kept him here, man. That's right. The Spirit quickened him, man.
Right.
Started over there and walked all the way over here, man, and got his heritage, man. Work of the Most High, man.
Read. Unto the congregation of Jacob.
Unto who?
Unto the congregation of Jacob.
Unto the congregations of Jacob, man. Yasha Allah.
Book of Sirach, chapter 36 and verse 11. Gather all the tribes of Jacob together.
What are we doing?
Gather all the tribes of Jacob together.
What is our job?
Gather all the tribes of Jacob together.
Hey, man, we got Asher coming in this thing.
That's right.
All praises, man. We need 12,000 of them, man, to get the hell up out of here. That's right. So every single Asherite, man, we wake up, man, all praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. All praise. Read.
And inherit thou them as from the beginning.
And do what?
And inherit thou them as from the beginning.
And we want to inherit them from the beginning. And from the beginning. So with that, man, I give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. Call me Shalom.
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 Death to America.
Death to America.